Darcy Moore, Chief, what impact has his arrival at the club and his positional play within what they do affected anything Trav's about? I ask you that because I know you shipped Dermot off up the ground and refused to let him within. What was the radius? You said you do what you like as long as you're nowhere near me.
It's very different, Jim. That was back when we had legitimate centre-half forwards and they played up the ground. Now the forwards tend to play deeper.
Chief,
and you can play 2 or 3 tall.
Don't take a question and go a different place with it. How far did you demand he stayed away from you and never
Jim,
allowed to be
Jim,
anywhere
I
near you?
didn't have to say anything. He knew.
I copped that when I first started from Rui and Fraser. I think we all did. Rui was the worst at it. With explicit language, get the out of my space. Get out of the 50.
Yep.
What are you doing?
But you're friends with Rui, though. Chief's not friends with
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. But it's,
Durban.
Stop it,
You've kept it off the field as well as on the field.
that mentality
Stay
led
away
through the
from
early
it.
That's
2000s.
ridiculous.
No, it's not.
It's ridiculous. But back then, you wanted the space because others weren't going to drop into it. So if you told your teammate to get out, his opponent would go too. These days, if you leave that space there, well, the opposition's not going to allow that space there for you to work one-on-one.
What did you say
Are you
to
saying
him?
you wouldn't get a kick these days?
I wouldn't get through pre-season training now,
fair enough.
PJ. I would never have got an invite to the combine, let me tell you.
When he folded back, like 89, for instance,
Yeah.
when he had half his lung hanging out and all
Yeah.
the rest of it, and he came down to your area,
Yeah.
you were real unhappy about that.
And entitled to be.
What did you say to him at that point?
I
when he
asked
was
the doctor to get
spewing
him off. Yeah. But I was worried about his health.
Were you? It's my understanding that you motioned to the bench and got a runner out and said, "Get him off. Get this vomiting mess off the ground." Is that
Well,
what you said?
sometimes Dermot's too courageous for his own, for his own self. So we had to actually make sure he was being looked after correctly.
We're going to get to a break.
Show's not about him, Jim.
We got Brendan Goddard and Jason Dunster to look after the special comments tonight. You get to the truth as we get to
Takes
the break.
a while with Chief, but
That's it.
eventually you drill down
That's
to
it.
get. He's in good touch tonight, Chief.
I like it. He's a one-touch player.